What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the B-SRTN podcast.
Hey, I'm Brandon.
I'm single Ricky.
And I am taking it, guys. We are back in person, another location. We're actually at my house today. But we're in person. This is what I love because I think we get the best out of all of us this way.
Yeah.
And if y'all can see my house right now, it is...
It looks like its own studio.
It is.
We have all the equipment everywhere.
I mean, this morning it was a nail salon because Katie and McKinley came and got their nails done. And then immediately after that, I grabbed a little bit of lunch here. So it was a lunch room. And then now it's a recording studio. So
Wow.
it's fun. So how are y'all?
Doing good.
Good.
Went to the hairstylist today. She parted my hair on the wrong side, so I feel a little off. I know it's weird, but I'm telling you, I can feel it. You can feel it when it's the wrong side. You feel it.
I mean, it'd be like if I put the hard part in this side and not it would. I don't even want to think about that.
You would feel it.
I don't even think about that right now. I'm like, I'm getting a little like sickish right now thinking about the idea of.
You're gonna feel all backwards.
I had to move. No, we're not doing that.
It's been driving me nuts all day. The wind blows, and I'm like, oh, that's not the right way.
Wow.
Instead of going like that, I'm going like this, and I'm all twisted.
Man,
It's okay.
nail salon, hairstylist. I didn't do any of that kind of stuff today.
You sat at home.
Did you shower?
I did take a shower.
I can't smell him, so.
No.
I could smell you getting off the elevator. Sorry, that was my movie quote.
I can smell you getting off the elevator. Home Alone?
The scent of a
That's
woman.
right. Yeah,
Oh.
Home Alone.
I was thinking it's the movie he watched.
So which Home Alone?
The first one.
Nope. It's the second. What's the movie he watches? Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yeah,
Is the black and white movie he watches.
Isn't it in the first one too?
It is, but that quote's from the second one.
Okay.
Because he's at the hotel, you get off the elevator to come to the room.
What is it about? Okay, and this is a complete tangent. Has nothing to do with what we're actually going to do today.
Sorry.
What is it about the Home Alone movies having this one movie that they watch and them smelling something? Or like something to do with that? Because in the first one it was keep the change, you filthy animal, which makes me think filthy is like dirty.
Yeah.
You can smell it. And then now this one, I could smell you coming off the elevator. Maybe
I don't
it's
know
random.
either.
I don't know.
Maybe
I just
it's
hope that movie became part of his like annual Christmas tradition. I mean,
It's a really
if he
weird movie,
watched
though.
it in both movies.
Is it a real movie, Brandon?
I actually don't know. That's a good question.
And it's called
Somebody do the fact checking and leave a comment for
what?
us.
And what's it
Yeah.
called?
What's it called?
I think it's called Angels with Filthy Souls. Because that's what it says on the side of the VHS case. When he's like eating all of his snacks and stuff on the bed, you know, in that movie scene.
Yeah.
All right, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna look this up.
So
Y'all
anyhow,
improvise.
don't you hate when your hair is parted on the
I
wrong
do,
side of your head?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Angels.
You know, I used to have long hair.
Oh, did you really?
You ever seen a picture with me with long hair?
I don't think so. We're gonna have to do that too.
Yeah.
We'll show all of our listeners also. Bring a picture.
Yeah, when Katie and I first got married, I had hair down to my shoulders and it was permed.
Wow. So you,
I like how
Wow.
you like. I feel like the first one was a fake wow, and then the second one was like, whoa.
wow.
Yeah, perm.
So I hate to bring up your perm chatter, but the fictional gangster movie within Home Alone, Angels with Filthy Souls, is an iconic part of the film's story. Angels with Filthy Souls is not a real movie.
That's it.
Oh.
But
That
its
stinks.
inspiration comes from the 1938 film Angels with Dirty Faces.
Well, there you go. Now we know.
So now we all three have to watch Angels with Dirty Faces from the 1930s. I'm not doing that.
I'll
We're
tell
not
you
watching
what. You find it, I'll watch it.
Family movie night.
Podcast family movie night.
Yes.
All for it. I
The
love
kids
it.
would be bored.
With that title and what we kind of know of the Home Alone movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's kid friendly.
No, it's not kid friendly, but you know what it is? Our podcast.
That's right.
True.
And Ricky's our wild card, and I just needed to make sure she remembered.
You gotta give her a chance.
I'm just gonna say, like, it's a little riskier today with the part being wrong. I'm
know.
a little backwards.
That's why.
So I'm actually going to thank you this time for the reminder.
Less editing for me later on.
True.
Perfect.
True.
All right, let's get into this because if not, we're gonna keep rolling and not do anything I have planned. All right, so I got a couple would you rather's. We're gonna go silly. I don't know where I'm at on the screen, so somewhere in this vicinity, silly will be popped up on the screen. I don't know what Brandon's doing. Here. We don't know. It'll be somewhere. It'll be here. Do this, Ricky. It'll probably be here. There we go. All right. Would you rather have the very best clothing or the very best technology?
Definitely the very best technology, for sure, for me.
I think I would go technology also. I mean, because I'm already buying all my clothes from Shein anyhow. They fall apart in no time. It is what it is. But for the price point, you know, it's worth it. So I think the technology, because I don't want to get left behind in the dust with, you know, with that.
I guess my only question before I make two comments, one about Shein and one about what I would choose. With technology changing so frequently, though, do you get all the upgrades when they happen? That would be my question. Because, you know, you buy a TV now, a year and a half, 2 years, it's 100% obsolete. It's way outdated. Phones, way outdated.
True.
So, on this plan, do you get the most up-to-date phone, up-to-date technology when it comes out? Or not?
Maybe it's like a phone contract. Maybe it's like you get it and it's yours for 2 years. And then you get the upgrade?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I tend to be a late adopter. You know, they call, people in the tech world, they call consumers early adopters or late adopters. I tend to be late because I'm like, let them get out all the kinks. And then I'll enjoy it. I don't have to be the first one in line.
Yeah.
But I do like having techie stuff.
Same way.
Yeah.
So I think I go, because I'm not up to date with all the current technology already, and I'm like you. I'm kind of like that late bloomer. I don't get it when it first comes out anyway. I'm going best clothes.
Okay.
I can keep doing what I'm doing technology wise. I don't need to have all the best stuff. Would it be awesome? Sure. That's why I have Brandon and you. Y'all have the best technology. I have the best clothes. So I look the best, and I just use y'all.
He's going to have one of us editing this podcast.
See?
Under that realm.
I feel like, he kind of just snuck that one in there, didn't he?
Meanwhile, he'll be best dressed, and we'll be here in work shirts and Charlotte FC shirts.
See, I love clothing, though. I love clothes, but I don't buy myself clothes.
Yeah, I understand.
If I just chose to take a couple $100 and go buy some nice clothes, I would. But I don't. So.
Yeah, I'm the same. I rarely buy.
That's why I take a couple $100 and I buy a ton of clothes from Shein.
Yeah, no doubt. My second thing, the first thing I mentioned was Shein. Shein, I was trying to get you as a sponsor, but now that Ricky has ruined that, sorry.
You can still sponsor us. I'll stop buying. Until you do.
Brandon's like, what's Shein?
I was going to say, I thought when you first said it, I thought Shein was a person.
That'd be Shane. And we don't know Shane. Actually, I don't know if I know any.
Shane's Barbecue.
My nephew is Shane.
Oh, well, we know one Shane.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Shane that's really, polished. Sheen.
Shiny Shane.
Shiny Shane. I don't know where we're going to. All right, second one. Second, would you rather? Would you rather go to jail for a year or be homeless for a year? I'm only going to answer this one first just because I think it's absolutely hilarious. I'm going jail for a year. Now, yes, you run into a little more risk with, who's in there, who do you have to deal with. But you get 3 meals a day, or at least 2. You can actually use a toilet, whether it's clean or not. I don't want to be homeless. I'd rather go to jail for a year than be homeless.
What am I going to jail for?
I think it's just you have to choose. Hey,
She's like, am I
hey, you know
maximum
what?
security?
I want like
He's like, is it a nice facility? Is it not a nice facility?
no. I want solitary confinement. Okay? Like, put me in the room by myself for the year, because I ain't got time for anybody.
I mean, I think
to
this
be
is
messing
like
with anybody, to mess with anybody. Give me my meals. Let me poop. Let me pee. Let me do my thing. Let
But
me
see,
just sit in my cell by myself.
Because I came up with this, I can kind of tweak it how I want.
You
this
can.
is like, hey, you have to willingly do this for a year. So if you do that, it's just Gen Pop. Like, you have to be in Gen Pop. So
Gen
if you want
Pop.
to go to solitary confinement, you actually have to do something to earn solitary confinement, which means you're probably going to extend your year to like 5 or 10.
Well, yeah, but that's probably going to happen if I'm in Gen Pop anyhow.
I forgot she is our wild card.
So I think I'm going homeless. I'm pretty good at knowing which berries are poisonous and which ones aren't. I have wiped with a leaf before. Doing it for a year ain't gonna kill me.
I did not see this question going.
Poison ivy.
I know poison ivy and poison oak. I know what to look for there. Yeah,
Wow.
homeless.
When I came up with this question, I did not expect this answer from
Wow.
Ricky.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I said if I could have solitary confinement, cool. I'll go to jail.
Charlie, are you surprised by her answer?
But if they put me in Gen Pop, I'm gonna end up there longer than a year.
With a leash.
That would be
Okay.
hard.
She also doesn't wash her hands.
Sorry, Charlie's here with us today, and I asked a question and
Whew.
took a turn for
Throw
the
mom
worst
under the
too.
bus. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with homeless.
We'll be eating berries and wiping the leaves together.
So seriously, I like wish I was better with like outdoorsy kind of stuff. You know, I'm thinking like you know the survival shows where they just send people out into the wild and you got to figure it out. Like that's like I wish that was me, but it's not.
Hang with me, kid.
Brit-
So I feel like
You'll
a
be
year
good.
being homeless would like force me to learn how to do
So,
things I don't know how to do.
this is the way my mind took you saying like I want to be more outdoorsy. My mind went to naked and afraid, and I'm like, does he want to be naked and afraid in jail, or does he want to be naked and afraid in the wild?
Because there you go.
Oh, that was horrible. I don't know why. I
I'll
asked
teach you how to build fires. I'll teach you the right berries and plants that you can eat.
Okay.
I'll teach you which ones not to wipe with. Go enjoy your year.
I guess the other question is, if you have to add your family to this, would you change that?
I mean, Charlie's not going to be homeless for a year. But she
Yeah,
also
but
ain't
if-
going to jail for a year
But
either.
if our kids and our spouses have to be a part of this too experiments, does it change? Are you still all going outdoors?
I don't know.
Yeah, why not? The more the merrier.
I mean, I'd rather my daughter be homeless for a year than be in jail for a year, so.
Shay can take care of herself in jail. She'll be fine. Jeremy, it'll just
Yeah, but
toughen him
she's
up.
probably going to end up longer than a year, too, when all is
That's
said
her
and
fault.
done.
That's her fault. Jeremy, he just needs to toughen up a little bit. So, going to jail, boy.
Be a good lesson for him.
100%. He just needs.
Oh, did you guys ever watch that show where they sent?
It's called
like,
Scared
Yeah,
Straight.
Scared Straight.
Oh, yes, yes.
There's one episode I won't talk about it. I don't know the comedian either. He talks about watching the show, and he watched an episode where the guy's like yelling in this kid's face, like, what are you in here for? And he's like, stealing? He's like, what'd you steal? He's like, bikes. And the dude's like, bikes! Freaks out on this kid, and the dude like randomly just yells at people and says bikes. It's hilarious. Alright, we gotta keep moving. Wow. I didn't expect that at all.
There you go.
If I choose to go to jail, would it be on my record?
Yes.
Good question.
No, it's voluntary, so no, it wouldn't be on the record.
If you didn't hear, Charlie asked if she chose to go to jail, would it be on her record? Yes.
I don't know if she's asking because she wants it to be on her record or doesn't want it to be on her.
She's nothing like me.
So she doesn't want it. Okay.
She does not want it on her record.
Perfect. Perfect. We'll end our silly segment there because that was
Woo.
I got a little out of control. All right, real and true. Ricky, do your thing again. Real and true. I don't know where it's going to be. That's the beauty of not knowing what we're doing. All right, so real and true. Let's talk about, just because Jeremy brought this up the other day, and while I was thinking about this episode, I was like, let's talk about this. So we talked about technology. Let's go AI. Are we afraid that AI is going to turn out the way it has in movies, like in iRobot? Is this like? Do we really think in some of these AI movies where AI takes control and they go rampant and the world is destroyed because of? Do we really think this is a possibility?
Okay. I have never seen the movie iRobot. Don't hate me.
It's okay.
But I have an idea of what you're talking about. So my thing, I think AI is absolutely going to make people more dumb. I think that is a huge problem. One of the things I see often with Charlie, doesn't matter what she sees or reads or, TikTok, Instagram Reels, she'll read it on the webpage, whatever. It's automatically real. It's 100% solid. I'm like, Char, no, that's not real. That's not, real life. That's
Correct.
not how things work. And so I think it is going to dumb down society. Do I think it will take over the world to the point that we end up in like an apocalypse? No.
Okay.
My opinion. Brandon?
Yeah, I do think it's going to make people dumber. That's for sure.
I mean, you gotta think, like, iPhone just came out, and I'm not bashing iPhone. I love my iPhone. I love Apple products in general, but they have this new AI that, like, you can type an email out, and if you don't think it's written professionally enough, you can click a button, and the AI changes the email. It takes what you've written and makes it a professional email or a funny email. And I'm like, so now we can just type whatever into a phone and like, yeah. So I'm in agreement. Like, I believe it's going to make people dumb, or it creates, I think, less of an ability to go learn. So didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm in agreement. It's like,
You're good.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, like you mentioned, the Apple update. You can get summaries of like your text messages. Now I'm like, most of the texts I get are already summaries. Like, they're short. I don't need a summary of a summary. Like, I can just read my text messages. But as far as like, back to your question, I don't know. I mean, a lot of those like movies and stuff are all just, sci-fi, like what ifs, kind of reaching for the unimaginable kind of stuff. I don't know, because so people in the AI world talk about just like just regular artificial intelligence, and then there's generative AI, which is like AI that thinks for itself. And so that's where the question is, like, will generative AI turn into something like that?
No,
I don't know.
I saw the movie Megan. That was creepy.
I'm going to know that one.
That was the one.
I didn't watch that. No.
The little girl's parents passed away, and so her aunt got custody of her, but doesn't have any kids. And so she created this doll. Computer chips, all the stuff. Created this doll to keep an eye on the niece and keep her safe.
Yeah.
Well, the doll took that so literally that anybody who scorned the niece, she went after. And like, it was probably not PG, so I don't know what the rating was. Be careful what age limit you might watch. But it was crazy because the doll actually took over. She did it with the generative AI so that it would think and learn and do for itself. And so, I mean, I still don't know how I feel about that, but I don't think we're going to end up in apocalypse anytime soon.
Yeah, so I see Megan on this list. I just kind of typed in generally, like, if AI took over movies, like movies of that. There's one that's kind of recent. I don't know the name of it. I wish I knew what it was. I don't know. But, like, you think of iRobot, you think of The Matrix, you think of Megan. I mean, there's just these ideas of like, look at where AI has come from. I mean, where was AI 5 years ago, Brandon?
Well, I think that there's a lot more of it in our lives than we realize. Like, there's a lot of like automated processes and things that are like helping us that we don't even realize they're there. That have been there for a while. It's just the technology and the progress really ramped up in like 2023, 2024, like exponentially, and so that's why everybody's talking about it. So it's not a new thing, but it is growing fast.
Correctly. So it's that idea of like, how has it progressed in the last 5 years? Where do we see this in 25 years? I mean, you use Chat GPT a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does this transcend? Like, where do we see this in 20 years? Like, I mean, we have vacuum cleaners that do it for themselves. We have lawnmowers that can now do it for themselves and have for years. The movie that I think was most recent for me, I watched Atlas. It's a Jennifer Lopez movie, and it just makes me think like, okay, if we create all this stuff that is generated by the internet, what happens when it starts thinking for itself and it has access to all this stuff on the internet about AI taking over? Does this really happen? You know what I mean?
Well, and then you gotta have concern, is it gonna get a hold of Wikipedia? Because Wikipedia is people who send in and build the information
Correct.
for a website. So, yeah, that could be dangerous.
And I'm completely hijacking my own agenda here. And this is probably just my own thoughts, and I'm probably an idiot for thinking it this way, but like, have y'all ever thought about how like there are movies that are like depict like, you know, terrorist attacks, or like, hey, we could do like evil people doing this? Do you ever think that like movies like that like make people that are already thinking about doing something stupid think even more about how they can do something else? Like, why do we keep putting this stuff out there? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I never thought of doing it that way.
Yeah.
But they just put it in a movie. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's like the school shootings. You have one, and then you have another one, and then another one, and they try to make it even bigger than the people before them.
So why do you think our society, and this is a whole nother question, why do you think our society is okay just putting out enough content that give people that already want to do harm more ammunition to do harm in a better way? Are we like self-sabotaging ourselves as a society by doing this?
Well,
it's a deep question. I did not mean to get there, but that's just
and you can't answer that without getting into the whole freedoms of speech and
correct.
The right to bear arms and that kind of, because that's the argument that people would use that are
100%.
anti-gun.
Or
anti like violent video games, or
I mean, and I want to know though. Like, I want to know the crime that's happening around me. I don't want to.
Correct.
You know, so how else to get it out there besides the media?
I'm not even talking like real life. I'm talking like how we, like, movies make up stuff. And I'm like, Brandon, like, I would have never thought of that. And now I'm like, do these people that are already thinking this, like, are they now watching this movie like, ooh, that gives me another idea? Like, are we hurting ourselves by doing that? I don't know. And then you can just snowball that. I'm not going to throw it.
Can I throw something out there that Katie and I have talked about this?
Throw it out there.
I feel like if you are going to create some content, if someone takes that and then does something with it, good or bad, I think that you bear some kind of responsibility.
Agreed.
And that's why, like, I want to be a part of putting things out that are good and wholesome and encouraging. And I mean, could somebody take what I'm saying and twist it, turn it? Yeah, sure. But yeah, I think you bear some responsibility for
sure.
I mean, yeah.
God, I got really deep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some real and true though.
It is. Yeah.
Hey, we'll laugh and be nerdy and crazy and silly and everything else. That was a good one because I think people think this stuff, but I mean, I don't know that we're the only 3 people thinking how we're thinking though. Based
No,
on
I mean,
this.
because, so how did it come up from Jeremy? Like you said, he asked the question.
Because he had asked about like how Elon Musk is like doing all this stuff and that he's going to have AI and this and that, and I'm like, yes, at some point I'm sure if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Elon, right? This guy can do just about no wrong. He does wrong. We know he's not perfect, but like the guy's a genius and he has really smart people working alongside him. So if somebody's going to create AI that can walk around and help clean our house and like an iRobot or these, like, it's probably going to be Elon or the guy that he is whoever's his predecessor that takes over. Like, that's going to be the person that creates the walk around my house, clean up.
I know, like, get rid of the Cybertruck and give me a robot maid.
But
Seriously.
it's the robot maid that takes the internet that it has access to.
No
learns how to
internet
be
access,
crazy,
no brain. All it does is clean.
but it
That's
has
it.
to have it has to have access to something.
A
to teach
program,
it how to
just a
clean.
program to clean.
That turns you into the Matrix.
It's funny you mentioned the Cybertruck because
Get rid of it.
I was just thinking, like, I mean, we're in Stanley, North Carolina right now. If you see a Cybertruck on the street in Stanley, you know everybody in Stanley's going, oh,
That's very true.
Cybertruck.
Thanks for telling everybody where I live too.
Oh,
Come
sorry.
visit me. It's okay. I don't mind. I actually like it. Come visit me. It's cool. I'm not giving you the address though, and you can't tell.
We're in Gaston County. That's what it
The armpit of America, right there.
is.
Y'all have clearly never been to Youngstown.
Nope.
Feel free to edit that out.
I will leave it. I don't care. I'm good with it. All right. So in that right there, we could talk about that for a long time. So let's do something nerdy. So I bought a game because I thought we could have some fun with it, and exclude the warning at the top. We're not going to do that piece. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So this is a game. Essentially, I think it's just how well do we know each other.
Oh, God.
Right, and we're getting there. Like we've
We
known each
are.
other for a couple of years now, but like on a really personal level, not really well. So I'm going to just randomly give you a level 1, 2, and 3 card. I don't know what they are, what they say. I haven't looked at these. Take one and pass the other one to Brandon. That's level 1.
Level 1.
That's level 1. We'll go level 2 here.
Am I looking at this card?
Yeah, do we
That
look?
one you're gonna ask that question about
Okay.
yourself, and we have to answer it about you.
Ah.
I'm gonna get 2 more out. This is the level 2 card.
All right.
And then I'm going to give you a level 3. Now, level 1 is just an A or B. So we'll either say A or B. It's pretty easy. Not very many options. Level 2 changes to A, B, and C. And level 3 goes A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
It's a little more hard. A little more difficult to figure that one out. I'm literally just going to randomly pick one. And so this is the card. I won't show you this one specifically. It'll have a question. They could probably just pause the video and say, "Oh, that's what the question was." So I'm gonna hold it, and then you
Thanks
have
for
these,
giving him that idea.
and then you have answer cards, and we're gonna essentially just hold up what we think is going on here.
So, what do you mean? Like,
So I'll ask the
you
first
asked the
one.
question, how do I answer with these?
Whichever one you think it is, I want you to hold it up to the camera.
Oh, okay. So, because, okay, got it.
Got
I
it.
Right.
see now.
So here's your question. I'm gonna hold it up, and then we'll see what y'all think. It's time to come clean. I've shoplifted. I've shoplifted. True or false?
Wait, we're answering this about you?
About me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So they both think I have. I've never shoplifted anything ever. It's like one of my pet peeves is stealing anything. I don't steal anything.
Wow, so you're really offended right now that we think that you shoplifted.
Just a little bit.
Wow.
Go ahead, Ricky.
If I need to mount a TV, I'm A, calling someone to help, or B, doing it myself. Y'all, I am not doing a TV mount. I do a lot of home stuff.
But you can.
I can, yes.
That's what it said.
But like in my new house, I hired somebody.
Dang it.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
Charlie. Yes or no?
Yes.
Loud.
Yes.
Okay.
That's two.
I didn't get
You
that.
know why?
I was like, oh, Ricky's
y'all-
doing it herself.
I totally would. And you guys, I mean, I'd give you the credit, honestly, because you know that I would. But I have a 75-inch TV. I'm not hauling that sucker up there to do this. Like, to put the mount up, fine.
Yeah, but it's something you can do.
It is something I can do. Absolutely. 100%.
So we're like half on that one.
So, yeah. You guys
We're
get
like
a
50%.
half a point to both of you.
A and a half.
A minus. You get an A minus.
An A and a half.
All right, ready?
Ready.
I always have cash on me. A, true. B, false. Always have cash on me. You guys both say true. The answer is, I'm not saying online so people know. I'm just kidding. It's B, false. I don't always carry cash on me.
See, I would have figured you for always have cash on me.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
no cash on
Me
me
too.
right
I was gonna jump him on the way out.
No cash on me. No cash.
All right, so I'm randomly picking a level 2 here.
All right, level 2 is still A and B, or A, B, and
A, B, and
C?
C now.
Okay.
So, all right, here we go. Level 2. It's pizza night, and I'm ordering from A, Domino's, B, Pizza Hut, C, Papa John's. Oh, we got an A and a C.
You're picking Domino's.
I am not picking Domino's.
Don't even fight it. You know you're picking.
Not picking Domino's. Pizza Hut and Papa John's is a tough one for me.
Papa John's has the spicy garlic.
In reality, and I hate that I'm doing it for C, but I'm going Papa John's because one, it's close. I can actually order it and they'll deliver, and I do like their garlic sauce. So, Ricky.
If it was me, I'd be picking Pizza Hut. Original stuffed crust pizza. Can't beat.
Agreed. I do like Pizza Hut.
So Pizza Hut pan
But-
pizza has always been a favorite of mine. But every time I eat Pizza Hut pizza, I want to drink regular Pepsi, and the combination somehow gives me heartburn. Every time.
In reality, though, I would pick Little Caesars before any of them.
Wow.
Yes, except for their garlic sauce ain't great.
No, it's not, but I like their pizza.
Gotta come to my house then, because we got one just down the road.
I know. Typically, when we do pizza and wings, where do we get pizza from?
Little Caesars, right?
There you go. Ricky. I'd pick these at random, I promise.
In school, I always sat in the blank of class. A front, B middle, C back.
The front.
Truthfully, I'd try to sit in the back, but then I would talk so much that my teachers would move me to the front.
So we're both right.
Yeah.
So she would sit in the back, but she was
But then
forced
I
to
would
come to the
get
front.
moved to the front. And
I can see that.
I had this one class, one of my good friends sat behind me, so I just turned and like sat sideways. My algebra teacher used to call me Susie Side Saddle. He told me I was going to develop scoliosis from sitting sideways. And yeah,
Wow.
fun stuff.
Well, that didn't happen, did it? So
Mm-mm.
you can go back and say,
Did not happen.
didn't happen, teach.
Just like, hey, you'll never carry around a calculator with you. You need to know this.
Right.
Joke's on everybody.
That's right.
Because now he did.
Okay.
I hated that.
Ready for my level 2?
Let's
Ready.
Did you pick this one on purpose?
I literally randomly picked all of these.
So you haven't even read this one?
I haven't. And I gave her the choice of which card you
Yeah,
wanted to pick.
she
and
handed me.
gave
He
you that
handed me 2, and I passed you one. I didn't look at him.
one. Oh, this could be good.
Okay. If I'm trying to match with someone, it's on A, Tinder,
I didn't give you a new card.
B, Hinge, or C, Bumble.
He needs a different
First
card.
off,
Can I just say, like, I don't even know.
That
what
should have
some
been
of
my
those are?
card. That should have been my card. Let's give him a new one and let's do
Can I
this
just
one for me
say,
here.
Katie
That's-
and I got
oops.
married, none of these were out. So,
That is
Let's
terrible.
do this one for me. What do you guys think?
I
Tinder
need
for
another-
A, B for Hinge, C for Bumble. I think it fell.
Yeah, I can't get it.
Oh shoot.
That was a good one too,
Sorry.
because I read it before I gave it to you.
So the only one I know of is the first one. So I'm just gonna.
So
say
what were they?
A.
A, Tinder, B, Hinge, C, Bumble.
Hinge seems to be the most respectable one.
Is it?
Hinge
I have no
is
idea.
the most respectable, and Hinge is the one I used the most.
Well, there you go.
Bingo.
Okay, so my new card says, I have been fired this many times. A0, B1, C2 or more. So Nick says 0,
No.
Ricky says once.
Never.
I have been fired 0 times.
Oh,
0 times.
I'm not gonna say it's because Brandon's a goody two shoes.
We're just gonna drop
follows
hints
the
that
rule.
way. I had thought, well, maybe when he was a teenager.
Nope. Not even then. Not even then.
Dang, I don't even know. I would have been definitely a C on that.
Whenever, because I just know when to get out of there. That's what.
So now we're A, B,
true.
C, and D.
Now we're going A, B, C, and D. Let's wrap this up with a
Okay.
with a pretty bow here.
All right.
I like my fries. A standard, B curly, C waffly, D wedgie.
Nothing fancy for Nick.
All of y'all are correct. I'm going, if I have to guess fries, it's either going to be McDonald's fries, which are shoestring, they're not standard,
Mm-hmm.
or Chick-fil-A and their waffle, and I love a good waffle fry. So I'm going C, waffly.
Wow. All right. I'm not doing very good.
Me either. I only got
C,
one.
waffly. I just love the word waffly.
My fave Christmas movie. Oh my god.
You hated your voice.
It's the hair part. It's the
It's the
the
hair
hair.
part.
It's
It's the hair.
My fave Christmas classic is A, Home Alone, B, Elf, C, Die Hard, or D, Polar Express.
Which brings the question. I'm not asking the question.
Elf.
I know I'm wrong in this one, but I'm going to.
Brandon gets the point.
Woo!
I
Should've
do
known.
love me some Home Alone. It's absolutely one of my favorites, but Elf is one I make sure I watch every year.
Sorry, Brandon. I don't mean to cut you off here. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
Even though Bruce Willis came out and said it is not,
Yeah,
it is a Christmas movie.
He doesn't
Go
get to decide. He's
No.
just an actor in the movie.
Right. The fans get to decide if
Hey,
it's
yeah.
a Christmas
Not his
movie
movie.
or not.
I mean, kind of is,
Okanaki
isn't it?
Tower, man. Okanaki Tower.
All right.
Is that it, or is it Takanaki?
Oh, I have. I mean, Takis are good.
It's the
but I don't-
tower. The tower. The
It's
Christmas
it's an
tower.
Aki Tower. That's all we know.
That's right. Okay, I'm part of the family. Is it A, the T-Mobile family, B, Verizon, C, AT&T, or D, other?
We just heard this too.
We did, and I think this was it.
I
I'm
think-
not
I think
100% sure.
You guys are correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
T-Mobile family.
He
No.
literally said it today.
Now, this was the first time we played it, so I didn't break out the actual like points. But you get points for each one of these. So.
We get tokens.
So we'll do that at some point. We'll give these out and
Okay.
figure out who won. And
All right. Well, I
a
definitely
cool
did
game.
not win.
That was fun.
so
That was fun.
We'll play this a little more often again, guys. If you want to play what we just played, if you know, you know. Again, don't worry about the whole. There's a not be certain podcast
Deck
friendly
of cards.
option.
Yeah.
We will keep those shelved. But that's it. Anything you guys want to do this? Because I know something we started on our last episode. I know you weren't with us. Tell us something either you are certain of in your life right now, or something you are not certain of right now. Maybe a little quick snippet of it, and we'll wrap this thing up with a bow.
Could it be something you are going to say you are certain of to put that good juju in the
Yes.
universe? I am certain that I am going to kick butt at outside sales this year and every year following.
There you go.
I believe it.
I'm certain that I have one of my goals this year was to journal every day, and as of recording this episode, I have. So we'll see.
That's
I'm
awesome.
uncertain if I'm going to stick to it, but I'm certain that I want to try.
Perfect. I like it. And I will go uncertain. I am uncertain in this season with my son that I have the current patience to deal with it. But I'm certain that because I have good friends in my life like you guys, that I've got good influences and I've got good resources to go to. But I am very uncertain right now with hormones kicking in and becoming a preteen. I am not certain in my ability to be patient.
You got this.
But hey guys,
I am certain that you've got this.
no, you should have done B.
B-SRTN.
Oh, look at that.
Certain. We don't have enough letters. So cool, guys. Well, it was a pleasure to be with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, be certain who you are. Be certain of what you do.